Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for another client interview. We have Triston Callahan here, who's doing a very good job in the roofing niche. Tristan, give me a really quick overview. How you even got into the agency space, how you found out about CCM. Give me a quick overview of it all.
Yeah, so I actually joined the agency space by getting sold the dream by the Iman Ghazi types. Not necessarily him. Never touched his god awful courses, thank God.
Oh,
Um, but
big trade already.
yeah, I got sold the dream when I was, I don't know, I guess kind of young. Hadn't started a business before. I was working in sales. I was like, yeah, this is easy as shit. And I told everyone, I was like, I'm gonna start this marketing agency. I'm gonna do 100 grand by like November, probably, like a month. And then was just really confident on that. Fell on my face for a straight year. Just didn't get any sales, nothing. Didn't have an offer, didn't have any clients, didn't have any acquisition system. Um, After going through that, did take another program for a bit that I was kind of consecutively in with CCM. But that first program got me my first, like, I don't know, three clients or so. But after you
Do you want
start
me
getting
asking? Do you want me
clients,
asking what the program was?
yeah, it was leveraged acquisition. So it's not going to be around anymore, but it was a few of Charlie Morgan's like students that got together and like
Oh, I didn't know
did
that.
did like it was basically like a 0 to 10K school essentially.
Okay,
So
okay.
it was actually really helpful. The dudes are pretty cool. I'm still friends with them. They're shutting the school down though. They're moving on to info. But
Oh,
essentially, after I signed my first few clients with them, their delivery systems weren't that good. Their acquisition was really good. Delivery systems not that good. So then I found Aaron, just kind of through the grapevine, popped into CCM, and it kind of fixed my back end. Like I wouldn't have been able really to scale without being in CCM like for sure. I didn't even know how much I didn't know because unless you're already a god at like automations, GHL, and like fulfillment stuff, you're probably missing a lot of systems that Aaron's already like set up. He already knows that you need it to scale. And if you're trying to scale alone without somebody who's already been there, you're just going to constantly run into bottlenecks and be like, fuck, I didn't even know I needed something like that. You're going to be like, I didn't even know that I needed a way to check if my setters were doing
mm.
properly. I didn't even know that I needed a way to onboard 10 clients at once in 1 week, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Did you have any sets before you joined CCM?
Um, yeah, I think I had one. I mean, it was on the cusp. Everything really when I started to scale was when I joined CCM. Um, it was like very hectic around that time period of like going from the baby agency to trying to actually be like a real player.
Mm.
I think I had like one maybe, but I know my systems were just not good in general. Um, Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't even have a setter until I joined CCM. Now that
Oh,
I think
interesting.
about it.
Okay.
So my first setter I got after joining CCM, and then I remember the system was kind of half installed and half not. Um, because it's very detailed. There's a lot of stuff to go over, but it's all valuable. It's all shit that you need to have.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not like if you join, it's just like a video here, a video there, and like some coaching calls, like a lot of these other programs. It's like you basically get the full system, and you're gonna set that up, and it's a valuable system, right? So
Mm.
valuable things kind of take some time. Um, but just going through that, was able to get my first setter. It actually was going really good. I remember now how relieved I felt when I wasn't doing the calls anymore. Because originally I was doing all the calls for my clients. And I was like, how the fuck can I do this? I had like two, three clients. I was like, how the fuck am I going to ever live? I was like, I'm in prison, dog. I'm in prison. I'm making 10K a month or like whatever, seven, six, I don't even remember. I'm making this money, but I'm like in prison. I want to quit the agency. That was literally my mindset. I was like, oh, I want to quit the agency because I have to do all this bullshit. And
Mm.
CCM just kind of like cleared that up right away. And I think I could just see a path of like, okay, it's not going to be like prison forever, And now it's not. So,
Yeah, I love that. I love that, man. It's funny, like a lot of people they either have a caller in place and they're trying to get it locked in, or they just do the calling themselves. And it is just a mess. Like you're having to do it all. It's just so like it's not even just the time, it's like the energy of having to like phone up all these leads and do the speed to lead and like And if you're not
Yeah.
doing that, you're not going to get your client results. So like you have to do it, but then it's like very quickly you need to be able to level up and learn. Even if it's not through me, you need to learn some sort of stuff like this thing called mastery. So then
Just
you
go through Aaron, bro. If you're listening to this and you're like, oh, should I do CCM? If you're planning on having a call team at all, Aaron's the top dude in the call center for agencies, like by far. Just learn from somebody who's already done it. Like you're gonna spend so much more money. When you get into hiring people and building systems, every mistake that you don't see in the future can and will cost you thousands of dollars and either
Mm,
losing people or them fucking your shit up. Like imagine you have an ISA who's throwing away 10 leads a month, right? Over 2 months, you're quickly losing a lot of money. Like,
so true. It's so true. Yeah, thank you, man. It's actually spot on. Can you remember the point at which you were like, fuck, I need to fix this? Like, was there a specific like kind of point where you're like, okay, I need to find something or whatever?
yeah, mine was kind of more anticipation. So I knew I needed to hire a call team and I knew I needed a system for it. But the
Mm.
program I was currently in kind of just said, oh, go on. I think their method was go on one of those job boards, one of those like massive like ZipRecruiter, like I don't know. I haven't even been on one since I've been in CCM because they're just that garbage and you
They
get
are
better
crap.
methods in CCM. But anyway, I got banned from whatever shit job board I was posting on, and the talent on there is not good. So my thought process behind it was I know I need to do this to even scale my agency. And I heard about CCM and I was just like, I'm gonna have to do it anyway. And I wasn't ready to join. That's the thing. If you're on the fence and you're like, oh, I'm not ready yet, yeah, I wasn't ready either. And that's kind of the point. Like, do it before you start fucking up and you think you need it. Because if you
Mm.
have the plan to install the call center anyway, if you're gonna do it anyway, then why the fuck are you sitting like waiting? Why are you on your ass? Take action, bro. Like you want to be a business owner, you want to do business owner things, like you got to take action, especially if you know you're gonna do something regardless. Do not put it off. That's the difference between dudes in the game doing like 100K a month and the dudes doing like 10K a month. Is the dude doing 100K a month does 10 times as much value in 1 month. Like that's the only difference. And all that comes down to is speed. So if you're delaying joining the program because you're not ready yet, like I was, I'd highly recommend just bite the bullet, fucking join. You'll make more money anyway.
It's honestly it's something that I see a lot of the most successful students in CCM. They are they're not what's the word? They're happy to take risks. Like you need to people are like waiting for these perfect opportunities all the time. They're like, oh, when I need a call, if it's like if you just even if this is what I tell people as well, like even if you didn't join CCM for call center stuff, it kind of sounds silly, but you would learn so much regarding automations, reporting, like all that kind of stuff which you need for the agency anyway. It's so translatable across other parts of the agency. So even if you don't need a call center right now, even though you probably do, it's still like honestly, it's still good to join because it's like you're gonna learn so much anyway, you know. So yeah, it makes perfect sense what you're saying, man. Did you have any kind of fears or worries like before jumping into it? Was there anything you were concerned about?
Um, I mean, I never really come from a frame of like, oh, I've been burned before, like maybe this doesn't work. The way I've always seen courses, programs, consultants, and to be clear, I have been burned before, and actually for a lot of money. I paid 15 grand to what essentially was just a scam artist that was selling the dream. Like, just did the whole gap selling of like, so you're making 3 grand a month now, and you want to be making 100,000. And how do you feel that you're not making 100? Like,
I love them questions. Yeah,
like
great.
just doing
Yeah.
the whole gap selling for like an hour thing, and I was like, shit, well, this guy seems like he's confident and can get me to where I want to go. Just gave him like 15 grand. Obviously, in hindsight, people are like, oh, well, of course that's dumb. But to me, the way I've always seen it, and this is why I've actually done so well, is because I have spent like 60 grand, probably, well, now it's 75 grand on courses, consultants, mentors, coaches, is because the way I see it is even if you get burned by 9 out of 10, which isn't likely to happen, by the way, like not that many people are actually acting in bad faith. But even if it was 9 out of 10, all you need is for one out
Mm,
of 10 to work and it will pay for everything plus profit.
amen.
So, like, treat it as like a probable gamble of, hey, what claim are And you could do this for any program. What claim are they making? What is their promise or their guarantee? How probable do I think that it is? And if it's over 10% probability that you think the claim's true, then you should probably just do it because if you do that 10 times, then you're nearly guaranteed to get the outcome. And a lot of these outcomes are something that a normal person, like somebody in a 9 to 5 or like in the normal world, would be like, holy shit, like I couldn't even imagine making 20 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand a month. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I fully agree, man. I fully agree. It's you've got a good head, you've got a good brain, like good mind around it all. It's also the thing about CCM is like we don't have any of these like sexy offers, which obviously hurts me, but I think some people appreciate it. If I was like, I guarantee that you're gonna get this, it's like it's so fucking overused, and I'm just like, I can't really put any guarantees in there because it's like it depends on how good your ads are. Because like, we just do call center, right? That's all we do. It's like we're taking what you've existed, what you've already got, what's existing, and multiplying it. So if you've got some crap ads and you can't get leads, then we can't do anything with that, right? So it's kind of hard, but it also works in the same sense that if someone a lot of people resonate with CCM because they're like, like there was no like weird guarantee. It was just like, hey, we help you build call centers. It's hard work. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's hard work. You got to put the time in, like you did. But then when you do it and it works out, it works out. You know, like you said, the 1 out of 10 times it pays for the rest of the times, which is great. You know. Um, and so in terms of like building it all out, I know you jumped on a few of my calls, a few of the coaching calls. We got through some stuff there. But how hard did you find it all?
Um, if I'm being honest, like for me, it was fairly
I want you to be
difficult.
100% honest.
Like for me, it was fairly difficult. But mind you, when I got in the agency space, I didn't realize how many skills you actually needed to be successful
Yes.
in this game.
Yep.
So I didn't even understand high level. Like I didn't know how to build out automations. I didn't even know how to make my own pipelines in high level, which is like so basic. But you know, if you just haven't done it, you haven't done it. You just don't know. That was actually the most beneficial thing from CCM is going through everything. You inherently learn how to set up your own automations just like by proxy. And that can enable you to do the highest leverage thing in your business without needing to go find a mentor, hire an AI agency, or pay some kid DMing you about an N8N
Yeah.
agent.
Oh God, don't
Like,
start. Yeah.
like you don't need to pay 15 grand for some Indian to make you an N8N, bro. Like you could just figure it out because Aaron basically teaches you how automations work and like all of it. And that's just like the foundational stuff, you know? So I could probably go out and start an AI agency just with
Oh,
what
easy.
Aaron's like teaching here, but he doesn't sell it like that, right? Which I think is a good thing because it keeps like the grifters, like the Iman Ghazi kids out, you know?
It's something
Um,
that I say to everyone when they join. I'm like the beautiful thing about CCM is that it's you know that everyone in CCM isn't one of these like fuck boy agency owners is what I call them.
yeah,
It's
yeah, bro.
like yeah, I made 10K like piff. Like we don't do that. Like, we just like no one's
I,
shared Stripe screenshots in CCM. It's not a thing. We don't do it because it's
I made 10K. I made 10K. Now I'm gonna go on a yacht in Mykonos. It's like, what
like
fucking delusional
we
reality are
just
you
I avoid the guru stuff as much as
living?
I can. Like I don't want to be involved in that. It's like I want to help people build like sustainable businesses that actually generate cash flow long term. It's not about getting a piff. It's not about some sales thing where I'm like, oh, you can get some extra piffs or whatever, right? And obviously like the sales do improve. Like if you can sell the call center and you have that in your like back pocket as your service, then your agency becomes, especially if like you
Yeah.
show the report. If you've got like your whole pitch deck and you're showing the reporting that you've built out, and like a lot of business owners are like, "Oh, I've never seen an agency have this kind of stuff before."
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I don't even do that on my sales calls, but what I do is like when I hop on a sales call and they say, "Oh, I've been burned before by an agency. They sent me shit leads. They sent me a few leads and they were all garbage." You know, in sales, you could just ask a question, "Oh, what do you feel like was missing from their like lead generation that was causing you to have such bad results with them?" And then
Good question.
they can either try to blame it externally on like Facebook or something, which is wrong. They're $1 trillion company. Like you putting in $1,000 and not getting any good leads out, like don't blame the $1 trillion company, you know, maybe blame the person that was setting shit up for you and like sending you leads. So once we like get to that point, they're like, I'm like, oh, well, were they like calling the leads? And they're like, oh, well, they said they were, but like, I don't know. And like all this and
Yeah,
that.
it's freaking
Or most of
horrible.
them are like, no, there's like a lot of out of service area, a lot of this, a lot of that. I was like, oh yeah, well, here's how it works with us. Like we have a call team That's if it's within 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., the lead comes in, they're getting called within 5 minutes, every single time. They're getting called like 9 times a day for the first few days. Um, we track all of that. Every lead's getting followed up with all the damn time if they haven't booked yet. And that there's just a way you can sell that where not only is it different than the guy who put him on a 2K retainer and then sent him Facebook lead form leads without filtering,
Yeah.
because that's what's happening out there. When you hear somebody get on a sales call and say, we didn't get any results with an agency, if you ever ask them what happened, they're always like, "Oh, we spent like 1,000 or 2,000 a month." And you can listen and know that the dude was doing just Facebook lead forms with no call center, no filtering at all, just sending them all the shit. And that's why they feel burned because they technically were, because those leads are dog shit. Like, if you don't have somebody filtering those, dude, not gonna have a good time. But it also gives you the confidence on those sales calls to be able to know that your results are different, and that gives you a different sort of conviction, and you can kind of talk with some bigger balls and be like, yeah, I think I could get you
Mm.
results. Like you have a 1 million population in your like local service area, right? You have 200 5-star reviews, you got 3 sales guys already, you have a dispatch process, you just need the actual quality leads coming in. And if your ads are half decent, I mean, it's not really that hard.
Yeah.
That you get your sales team on it, they're qualifying, they're booking. And like just for example, I signed this dude last week. He's closed $115,000 already in a week. He's spending $100 a day in ad spend. He closed his first appointment, not his second, his third appointment, and he's closed, I think, 3 more since then.
Wow.
And that's because we're filtering with the call center. Like we're qualifying, filtering, placing, warming them up. Like
So
you
good.
kind of need it nowadays.
Yeah, 100, dude, I love that. And the fact that like you can directly see how the call center is making your client more money, which in turn makes you more money because they stay with you. And it's such a clean, I love it, man. It's so good. And what were the favorite parts of the program? What did you like the most?
Um, it's all valuable, so it's kind of hard to pull one thing out. I think the automation kind of like teaching of it all. Like,
Yep.
yeah, the high level, the hiring. Oh, no, for sure. No, I do have a favorite part. Fuck that,
Go on,
dude.
tell me.
My favorite part is how Aaron teaches you to hire and the automations that are taught in the humans uh, section,
Yep.
because I've taken those automations and I've modified them to be like extremely high friction and more automated, more so, and even
Okay.
integrated with WhatsApp.
Oh,
And
nice.
just for example, I'm running $200 a day right now in the Philippines on an ad of me saying appointment setters, like, hey, if you have perfect English, you're motivated, you're hungry. And I put all these psychological questions in my form to filter out the bullshit tire kickers, right? And the form is designed to find and isolate A players. Like
Mm.
actual, and I'm saying actual A players, like Hormozy level A players, not like what most people consider an A player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we're spending probably like $20 to get an A player application, but only those people are hitting the pixel. So we're
Oh,
getting like
nice,
10
nice.
apps a day of people who are actually highly motivated, extremely hungry. And I wouldn't have known how to set any of that up without being in CCM. I wouldn't have even had the idea to do that. But essentially, you get taught how to have a employee acquisition system, which is like the most valuable thing in a business, I think, ever. I think I even tell my clients this is what you guys need to be doing for sales guys because it's that fucking valuable.
Mm.
If you don't have that, actually, if you don't have that, good luck because your employees are gonna realize they could walk all over on you because you can't
Oh,
replace them instantly. You're gonna have so many issues. If somebody quits, we had a guy quit, and I had another ass in a seat within 2 days. We had somebody like quit with zero notice. He just took another job at another company for more pay, and I had him replaced within 2 days, and it was just because that system. Otherwise, it would
it's
have been
so
like,
important, man. It's like when you get like sometimes these guys they get lucky, they find one good appointment setter, and then the appointment setter starts holding them hostage. It's like they start taking days off and they shouldn't be, and they're late in for work, but the guy can't fire them because they have no other They have no other alternative. So having a strong hiring funnel is such a like it's such a hack, man. You have to
We,
have that.
we're getting 1,000 applications a day for $200, but we're filtering it. So we only see the A players, which is about $20. So out of a
Yeah.
thousand, 10 per day are like on paper A players, and we do a group interview.
Oh,
So
dude, it's clean.
if you're watching this and you have an agency, maybe even you're in like the roofing niche or you're in any niche where you have any competition, which is all of us, right? If anybody
Yeah.
else has a call center and you don't have these kinds of systems, how the fuck do you think your guys can compete with my guys if I'm running essentially 1,000 application process and you might be running like 10, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's so true, man. It's so true, dude. And with everything you've done, so I know that we were speaking just before this. So you were doing, I think we said about like 8K, 10K a month before you jumped into
Yeah,
CCM, right?
around there,
And
like
what,
6 to 10.
yeah, 6 to 10. What are you doing now?
We've done 26K this month and it's the 23rd. And we bill on the last of the month as well. So we have another probably half of that coming in possibly.
Jeez, okay, so
Uh,
at least over 30.
yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. You're crushing it. You're
Yeah.
you're just so locked in and getting to the next level. You're like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about 30K.
Yeah, I mean 30 just seems so low now. Like
Yeah.
I've been focused on 100, but recently I've just been focusing my mind more on that. And when you focus on the guys that are doing that, all they talk about is 300, 500, a million. And then you're like, shit, I'm at 30. These guys are talking about doing a million a month.
Yeah,
Like,
it
what
is.
the fuck
Dude,
am I
I'm in the same
doing?
boat. I'm in the same boat, man. Like, I see these guys, like, I see the guys that are ahead of me, like the Charlie Morgan guys, and like they're doing like 800K a month or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm not doing too bad, but I'm not there yet. And so it's just like, geez, I need to. And when you start speaking to more and more people, you're like, man, this is preschool still. We're still playing around like in fucking kindergarten. Like, this is not like, we all need to level up, which is,
Yeah.
we're gonna crush it. It's gonna be good. Um,
30
Gone.
a month is really like the baby shit. Like you don't have a system for everything in your business yet. You just might
100%.
have like two things figured out.
Yeah, that's exactly it, man. That's exactly it. And people put this like 10K a month on a pedestal, and then they put like then they
Also,
get
you can't even live on 10K a month. I get in arguments all the time off this. Like, if you think 10K a month is a lot of money, you're a fucking brokey. And I can say that because I was poor. I was raised on $1,000 a month, like with a single mother, right? And when I cleared 10K a month, I was like, "Where's all the money?" Like, I thought I was gonna have money now. I
that's
was like,
exactly it.
why don't
That's
I have
exactly
any
it.
money, dog? And then that was even worse because I realized how poor I actually was, and everyone was lying. Everybody's like 10K a month. Da, 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 da. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, if you have a mortgage, if you have to pay insurance, I don't even have those things, but if you did, 10K is like poverty. If you have a mortgage, fucking car payment, if you have insurance, if you have literally any bills besides living in your mom's basement, like, yeah, if you're 17, 10K a month, maybe it's decent, you know?
I think the quote for this interview needs to be 10K a month is poverty. I love that. That's a great quote. That's a great quote. I love that. And with the appointments, how many appointments have you actually got right now?
Well, I just fired one, which is why we're doing the hiring thing, but I have two, and they're both fucking G as fuck.
The killers,
So
right?
one of my guys is high level military in the Philippines, like
Okay.
leadership level.
That's a new funnel. Okay.
Yeah,
Shouts to the
he's
Filipino
like my
military.
manager. He's my manager. He cracks the
Okay.
whip. And then I live in a third world country is kind of like a, I guess, digital nomad kind of thing, but I've been living here
Yeah.
a while. So my
Yeah.
other guy is from the same city that I'm living in, and he's also a killer. Like he's the kind of guy, he's staying late every single day. He's doing everything, and that doesn't make someone a killer, right? That's just good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Exactly.
he
Exactly.
he it like did his own method of like number swapping. Like he figured out how to swap numbers to get a lead. If a lead comes in with an incorrect phone number, he's looking them up on white pages without me telling him to do so and like fixing the lead info. He's like reaching out to the clients through the high level notification and like communicating well on behalf of everything, like really a
Right.
genuine help. He's building an AI for the company, like a GPT to answer the lead questions in the chat.
Great.
Like,
Love
and
that.
I found him through Aaron's method. So
Yeah, mate. That's killer. I love that, man. We've got some bunch of new systems coming out very soon. I know you already saw my post about the branded calls.
Oh, we need that.
That's going to be
Yeah.
out. Like I'm waiting for the approval. That should be done pretty soon. I've also got another thing we're plugging in next week. I'm launching it next week, which is the blue messaging. So you can have all
Mm,
the messages that go out from your Go High Level account will all be in blue messaging.
yeah.
And so it's like it really improves response rates and stuff, which is powerful. So I've got a whole thing coming out next week for that, which is gonna be exciting. But dude, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for being a great client. Um, I'm freaking excited. I'm excited for your next level, man. You're such a you're raw, right? Like your energy, like everything you talk about, like it's just so true and it's so raw. And I respect it, man. It's sick.
Yeah, man. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, of course,
It's a good
brother.
program. I
Yeah,
do recommend it. I've referred people. I'll
yeah,
keep
man.
referring people. If anybody's watching this and you want to be successful, like just take action, dude. You hear this all the time. All the time. Anybody with money tells you to take action. And if you're sitting here watching the end of this like 30-minute video, you've already gone too far. You've already watched too much of this video. Like you should have closed the video, fucking booked a call with Aaron, send like just wire the fucking deposit. Like
Yeah, man.
just do what you know needs to be done. If you're even watching this video, you already know you need it because you're not going to be wasting your time if not. So that's enough. That should be enough to even tell you to just take the risk. And it's really not that much of a risk, to be honest. Like the the absolute worst thing, the worst case scenario is like Aaron somehow sends you a PDF that says like, ah, get fucked, kid, get scammed,
I only do
right?
that. I only do that. I've
Like,
only done that once or twice.
but you can like look in the school community. There's like hundreds of people. You can
Yeah.
look at all the testimonials. He has a lot of them. Like it's really not that complicated. He like set up the call systems for like Hormozy's like gym launch. Like, do you think this guy knows what he's talking about or what? Do you think he's incentivized to actually give the sauce? Because he is. Like he's not gatekeeping shit. So
Exactly that,
you
man.
have a guy with authority who's done it before. He's incentivized to actually get you results, and you're seeing a lot of people in your similar situation get results. Just take action. Like, don't be a retard. Come on.
Tristan,
Like,
you're a star, man. I fucking love
if
you.
you take action, DM me in CCM, be like, yo, I watched your testimonial and I joined. And then you can thank me that I got you in there because it'll benefit your business.
Dude, I love it. 100%, man. Uh, guys, if you're watching this, thanks for watching. Tristan's the probably the realest guy I know in CCM, so I love him. All right, Tristan, thank you so much for doing this again. Really appreciate it, man. Speak to you soon.